Well, hello there.
Hello.
How we going?
Okay. Hi, guys. All right. Okay. Oh, look at that.
Who we got?
Ancient J just shared my video. How cool
Hello.
is him? Hang on. I am him. How did I do that? I'm psychic. Hi, guys. This is Ancient. I'm down on the central coast of New South Wales in gorgeous Australia. Here we are in Green Cross, Australia. I've popped down to have a look at an event that they've been hosting down here for a while now. It's getting a bit of steam. There's some lovely people out there having a great deal of fun, and we thought we'd just wander down here away from the music so we can have a bit of a chat. I'm here today with Chris Hindi. Now, Chris Hindi is the spokesperson for the free cannabis community in New South Wales. He's the guy that basically got the 420 picnics happening here in Sydney. Just as Matt Riley's over there in Melbourne, this is the little dynamo that makes things happen in Sydney. This is the guy that runs around like a mad chicken, and when the police turn up on the corner of the park, he's the guy that goes running towards them instead of running away. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please, I'd like you to say hello to Chris Hindi. I've known Chris for a number of years. He's a sweetheart. He really, really is. And we just thought we'd come down. I thought I'd come down and actually make sure you guys knew who he was, because he's a bit shy. Can you believe it?
Oh, shy. I don't know if shy would be the word that people would use to describe me, Jay.
No, it's not. Let's be honest. It's very, very far from shy.
I think there'd be a few other words before shy.
Yeah, we can't use words like that on Green Cross. Yeah. Well, we try not to. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. I mean, you know what kind of community we are. We're on the dabs on the beach today, you know, courtesy of Aussie Vapes.
On site.
Oh, mate, this little unit here. I won't go into that. Look, we're not here to talk about vapes, as great as they are and as healthy for you.
We're here to talk about cannabis.
We're here to talk about cannabis, which you can use in a vape. No, actually...
Shameless plugging of the product.
shameless plugging of this really, really, really nice X1 vape. Or, you know, the blacker pen that I'm always using. Look, we're not going to get into that whole promotional thing. That's not why we're here. Don't forget the link above. That'll take you to the website. No, honestly, I've known Chris for a number of years. I've actually, he is one of my heroes. Like Matt is in Melbourne. I say to these guys, there's a special place in my heart for these guys that actually get out there. And I don't even, there are times, I don't even think there was a time like last night we're having this really emotional and fiery sort of conversation. And I said, I don't think until that actual moment in time, Chris actually realised how much respect his actions have actually garnished him from some of us in the community, and how highly we actually hold him in our esteem because of these actual forward progression that he's brought Sydney, and because of the fact that he is one of the ones like Matt that goes running towards the cops and stops them from harassing our community members at these events.
Well, you sort of have to, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a responsibility, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is. And then, as hard
look
as
at the
it
camera.
is, as hard as don't tell me to look at the camera. This is an unscripted talk show, okay?
Yeah, no scripts.
And
that's why you got to talk. There's people watching
here.
you.
I'm talking from the heart here, and you know, as hard as it is sometimes to, you know, I guess I say as easy as it is sometimes to run away. You know, it's a lot easier to sort of not stand up for what you believe in, and not sort of get into that altercation, and not have those questions asked, and not just put yourself in that position, but
Well, you got arrested at the first or the second picnic?
Second. No, first.
Yeah, the first picnic. The police turned up. They arrested both you and Paul Lawrence.
I did. Yeah, Paul Lawrence got away with it. Well, not necessarily got away with it. We still had to fucking go to court. Well, no swearing.
No, you can swear. No, I was only taking the piss, man.
We can swear.
This is Green
Well,
Cross.
people call me a cunt. It's terrible.
Okay, we're now using the C word too. Okay.
But back to, so first picnic I got arrested. Paul Lawrence was there, which is one of the original organisers as well, and he also got arrested. We were subsequently charged and went to court. We both asked that the substances were tested. Mine came back at 0.1 or 0.2 grams of cannabis. I think Paul got back about the same, about 0.2 or 0.3. And Paul, obviously, with the issues that he has, he's obviously a testament to what cannabis can do, and you know, he's got living proof.
For those of you that aren't familiar with Paul Lawrence, I'd actually ask you to go and have a look through Facebook. You'll find him as one of the bravest canna warriors you'll find. He actually had a football-sized tumour removed from his body, so much of his bone that most of his actual system is titanium, and he's actually having a lot of trouble. So if you can actually do something to help Paul Lawrence, there's a GoFundMe out there for him as well, but he's actually got a benefit day coming up. So if you're in the Central Coast, if you've got a business, if you've got something that you don't need, that you feel might be of some value in a raffle or something, please, can you get in touch with Paul Lawrence and donate it for the benefit day? I won't go on and on about that, but I just while you've brought up Paul, it's like Paul is look, he's in trouble, and he is a warrior. Okay, so if you can help him, please do. But sorry, mate, go on. Yeah.
No, that's fine. So so we both got arrested, both got charged. 0.2 and 0.3, I think, consecutively after we asked for it to be tested. Paul, obviously, with the issues, was treated a little bit more.
I want to myself.
Oh, you're a good girl. Sit down, baby, here. So, yeah, Paul was
Go back there.
Go back there then.
I'm going to
But don't go next to the water. One
Yeah.
second, guys, sorry. I'm also trying to be a parent here. Boys, be careful of the water! Alright, you can go back there. So we both charged 3 and 2 subsequently.
I'm going to the water.
Paul's issues got off just slightly a little bit lenient. Obviously, the judge could see with the issues, with the press releases and the photos of his back and the operations he had been through, I guess they didn't want any of that.
You wouldn't want to be like, how could you do it to him?
They didn't want any of that type of publicity, but with myself it was a little bit easier to charge. I got up and defended myself. It was a little bit of a... I sort of...
You've got to know, Chris, we won't go into what he was. But look, let's just say that it's not a man that accepted the fact that it's wrong. And it's not, like, we know it's not wrong. We know that it's not a harmful substances. We know that the harmful thing is the prohibition.
But this is what it comes back down to. You know, you don't beg what you believe for anything or for anyone. And, you know, that sort of follows through, it should follow through with the way that you conduct yourself through everyday life. And then I guess that comes back down to why I did what I did with the picnics and what you need to do and what everyone needs to sort of do.
That's
I
right.
guess,
Even
you know.
like whether it's one of the big picnic events or whether it's one of these little Canna family barbecues, which are a different sort of thing. Like the 420 events, they're a semi-silent, passive protest where people come and they smoke, they bring their bongs and stuff like that. And they show their happy, smiling faces and they show their beautiful, happy, smiling faces and they have a huge cloud of smoke that wafts through the air. The Canna barbecues are not like that. These are an afternoon event for families to come down, bring their kids. Yeah, look, there's a little designated area off to the side. Obviously, if you want to have a smoke, let's please do it over there. Because we're family people. This man, look, you'll watch him. Like, he won't look at the camera when he's talking to the camera, but you'll see his eyes don't leave his little girl when she's running around and goes anywhere near the ocean. Right? That's a parent, a responsible citizen. See, this is the thing. Cannabis doesn't make you irresponsible. Cannabis doesn't make you a bad...
Boys!
Biagio! How you doing, my brother? B.
You're all right, baby.
You see? Family
Family
community,
first. Community first.
you know, people.
Definitely people first.
How can you back a prohibition that is destroying families, shattering societies, and harming children? Like, something that stands between someone that is ill and getting better. Because that's what's happening here. Prohibition stands between a medicine and a sick person. There's no two ways about it. There's no options. There's no alternatives. This is the thing. For some of the conditions, the only effective treatment is with cannabis, as it's always been the only effective treatment. Untreatable epilepsy doesn't friggin' exist if you put cannabis oil into the equation, right? Untreatable epilepsy is only untreatable with prescription drugs. It's not untreatable with cannabis.
And you got to remember, okay, so we need to think of the big picture here as well, guys. You know, there's, you know, one person, 3 people, 5 people is really no match for the powers that we're up against when we're fighting the fight that we're fighting.
Boots on the ground.
Yeah, well, you know, or it's not even boots on the ground, you know, because there are people that haven't got the time to do that, and then there are people that haven't got the money, you know. So, you know, you can be poor in 2 aspects. You can be money poor and you can be time poor, and that's fine because a lot of us are both, or a lot of us are one or the other. But you know, whatever you can contribute, essentially, because we're up against millions and millions of dollars. We're up against corporations who don't want to see cannabis legalized. You know, as you've seen the ads and the things on Facebook with, you know, pharmacies being a contributor to the problem and not being after a cure, but more after just continuing to get coming back for more and more. And you know, yes, you can have some drink, baby. You can have some drink.
Yeah.
So yeah, so with pharmaceutical companies and with the photos that you've probably seen claiming that you know big pharma don't want cannabis legalized, it's fucking true. It is very much the truth, and this is the types of powers that we're up against. You know, we're up against multi-billion-dollar corporations, and you know, me getting arrested at a picnic is small fry compared to what really needs to be done.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Out there, like, one arrest at a picnic for a joint. One epilepsy drug alone in this country has dropped $20 million in sales every year, right? You know why? Because the epileptics that are being prescribed that drug are not taking it because it is very, very harmful to them. Instead, they are buying illicit supplies of cannabis oil and treating themselves. Tens of thousands of people in Australia today are effectively treating their epilepsy with illicit cannabis oil. That's why the epilepsy drugs are dropping millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of droppers in sales every year, because we've got people out here in Australia now that are living healthier and more active lives.
You've got the Biagio.
Yeah,
Hey!
man.
Biag!
Hey, he's a B-boy. Is it kind of weird the way this one works? There could be 1,000 people sitting there watching right now. You won't see it.
Why?
I don't know. It goes through the Green Cross stuff. I get on there. I'll be on there 20 minutes, come off, and it'll have gone to 5 people at a max. I'll get off, and it'll have been 2,000 people watching me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is something. Yeah. It's something to do with.
Don't touch baby move.
Especially the Green Cross stuff, because it goes, bounces out quite a lot.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
It's Green Cross
feel
International, Green Cross of the UK, Green Cross of Australia. You know, it's all about helping people, because we're a global family. We're not an Australian family or a New South Wales family or a South Australian family or a Victorian family or a Queensland family or an English family or an Australian family or a bloody American family. We are a global family. Sammy, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Welcome to the Thunderdome. This is, Sammy that runs 420 Beers. Yes, Sammy's down this way.
Oh, is
Do you
he?
guys, you should actually, Sammy, this is my friend Chris Hindi.
Dad, I'm gonna go to the
You guys should say hello sometime here, because you both live in the same areas, you know?
No, but where?
Skip! I thought you were coming to the BBQ, buddy.
Daddy, is it, are you close?
Yeah, it's weird the way it works like that, eh, Sam? Initially, I kind of liked it, because I don't think I would have got to where I am today if I'd actually seen the real numbers. I'd see it and I'd see like, oh, it's cool. There's only like, a few people watching me. And I actually watched one day where it climbed up to like 60 or something, and I'm like, oh wow, it was 60 people, and I came off and there'd been 7,000 people watching me live, and I shat myself.
Go look at the boys. They're close now. They're not next to the water.
Not literally, figuratively. But so it kind of, if I'd known initially how many people were actually watching the streams while I was doing them, I may have been not as casual and really,
It's
because
all
I
right.
still to this day do not prep
It's
any
all right.
kinds of scripts or anything like that. Everything is always ad-libbed, off the cuff. I know roughly what I want to talk about, but no specifics. Yes, indeed, we'll all be catching up at the Melbourne Expo, but yes, and Biagio, I want to catch up with you before I go. I'm here until Tuesday. Mate, we've still got a party to have yet. I'm not gone.
I'm tired.
Hey, Green Cross of Australia!
I'm getting old, mate. I'm not partying.
Listen to them, the young bucks. I kid you not. Old fella.
He was at my place until fucking 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday.
I mean, they don't understand. I live and breathe this campaign. I will not lay down until this law is changed.
I live and breathe cannabis.
Yeah,
I love
damn
it.
right. Speaking of,
Run the scissors.
Dabser. Hello, sweetheart. This, I tell you what, you've got to check out this beautiful, beautiful girl. Look at her. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay. So you're saying hello to people all over the world right now? Yeah. No, don't go spinning that around, sweetheart.
Alright, Leah, come here, baby.
Okay.
Move, Leah, come here.
Relax, that levels the camera off.
Come here, baby. Leah, come here. Don't touch. Leah, don't touch.
Yes.
Move.
Beautiful, beautiful girl. Hindi loves a party. Hindi is a party. He's been a party. Like, seriously, man.
Them
I
days
kid
are
you
over,
not.
bro. Them days are over. And that's the good thing
Hey,
about
B,
cannabis. It slows you down. It slows you down.
What is the most well-known part of this man's body?
My bum.
Yeah, we all know that. If you ain't seen a Hindi bum, you
That
just
was-
ain't been around the scene long enough.
That was my honeymoon, to explain. That was my honeymoon, and I had a private villa in Thailand, and that was my own private pool. And my work had asked me for an ID photo to send through. I had just started a new job, and they said, "Can you send through an ID photo for your ID?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem. I'm in Thailand, but I'll send you through one now." And that was what they got.
Yeah, and we've been bouncing that photo around for about 3 years.
Move, Leah, move, move, kids here.
Yeah, so we've been bouncing that Thailand nude photo of his around the net for the last 3 years or so, just to entertain ourselves every now and again.
This is why I don't take you down places. And now
Samuel,
Okay, so look, guys, we'll probably catch up with you a little bit later on before we sign off upstairs.
how
But
many people we got now?
it's gone to 8, so it's probably 700.
Oh, Hindi
I'll tell
loves
you
a
when we
party.
stop, man.
Hey,
Let's stop
mate,
till
come
say
on,
how
mate,
many
mate.
people have
I
been
don't love it. I've just tried to explain I'm a family man. All right.
Is this a
Cannabis
Yeah.
not only cures cancer, but it also apparently cures stupidity. Because I was dumb.
All right, guys. Look, we'll catch you a little bit later on, back upstairs at the barbecue area. The kids is going to enjoy some tea on the beach. Don't forget, listen, if you're in New
Blood type
South
THC,
Wales,
brother.
if you're in
Blood
New
type
South Wales, if you're
THC.
around the Central Coast, Sydney to Newcastle, and you see one of these Canna barbecues being advertised, please come along, meet some beautiful people like this, be welcomed, have a chat, learn some stuff, become part of the Canna family. We love you. We love you
Not
all.
only that. But don't think by contributing a little bit that you're not contributing enough.
That's
Everything
right.
counts.
Every little
counts.
bit.
Every little bit. Yes.
One small step is a step forward.
All right.